Hi, hello, it is Shrimpchu, and today we are building LUX, the nightclub from Lucifer, the TV show Lucifer, in The Sims 4. Oh boy. So I started building this, I'm pretty sure it was before we even had platforms. It was back whenever the first half of season 5 was out. So I remember watching along a little bit, being like, yeah. Because I basically decided before it came out I was going to build it, and I was like, I'm going to wait, and then I can like pause and stuff. Or maybe I started building it just before it came out. Because there are like, there's Google Images photos, there's any photos you can find of the club that they used in the pilot and then base the set off of. There is a little tour of them showing you the set. There are things, there are resources. This is not quite as stressful as me trying to build a supernatural bunker, but that's probably fair because these are not comparable sized buildings. But all this to say is you're going to see a few different attempts at doing things, a few different iterations before the final conclusion is done. Like I said, before platforms. So my initial idea was, because I didn't really know how to do that, like dancing platform they have on one side of it. Because, sure, you could build a fence and make it be up the next level, but then it'd be too high up, it wouldn't look right. So originally, for the longest time, my version of LUX did have 2 bars, one on either side, but then once I came back to it, once the second half of season 5, I say once, I started watching that like the end of June. I was a good month late to that, for no other reason than procrastination, and I needed to wait to have a week off work to apparently dedicate time to watching anything. I don't know. Point being, then we add platforms and, the middle bit, that dancing bit, things happen. So don't be alarmed if you're seeing things now and being like, shrimp, what? It's all a work in progress. Bit of development. There will be a separate video on the penthouse, and I promise you that goes a lot smoother and is also a little bit, I guess, more accurate, purely out of easier to recreate, and partly because I did expand LUX slightly just for functionality. Like, I added a bathroom. That whole under stair area becomes a bathroom. I ended up adding a little staff area, like, as well, just to be, like, realisticness. Plus, hey, if your Sims actually want to be, like, there, throwing parties and stuff, they can have that. It does make me wish, again, that you could have combo, like proper functional combo lots in The Sims 4, but, that's just another item on our Simsy wish list. I do think, like, play style wise, actually in-game, I might, like, put 2 of the lots down and delete the penthouse or LUX from them respectively and just have them separately, but pretend they're in the same place. But we'll see how I go about it. Yeah, I know the stairs are slightly curved, but I basically went for curving the bit above that for the little, like, looking out over the club bit, because we could not have both. We could not have both at all. It does start a little bigger, and I do sort of downsize it a little bit, so it won't be quite as big, but I was trying to work a lot with figuring out, for one, the layout of LUX, and then also making it work on this lot, and what I was doing, and it's a lot of trial and error, okay? But it's fine. It's fine. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just on I do a lot of my recording on Sundays in terms of actually gameplay and stuff. Don't mind that stuff. That was me being like, wait, do I need to edit out a paused segment that's paused too long? But yeah, right, Sundays, I do a lot of my recording of games, voiceovers. I'll do voiceovers any point, but like, I'm on a roll, so I was like, I'll do this now. And I've just done some Resident Evil 7. Which you won't see for a while because Resident Evil 6 is still ongoing. Like, at the point this goes up, we're still on Jake and Sherry, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll have started Ada by the time this goes up, so there's still like a campaign and a bit of Resident Evil 6 and then 7 to go. But all I'm saying, basement boss fight, Resident Evil 7, I'm adrenaline right now. I am adrenaline. But let's talk Lucifer. How are you guys thinking about the second half of season 5? I enjoyed it. I have no standards, so I'll enjoy anything. But I like to think this is one of those things that isn't a other people think is bad thing. But I thought some of the episodes were very funny. And then, no spoiler, but you know when they did the funny thing in that one episode, then, like, was it an episode or 2 episodes later, then the same character had another thing happen, and you're just like, I am on an emotional roller coaster. This is fine. Did kind of want to hug every single character at various points, but you know, that's me getting attached to any characters in any show. Summary is, I'm like, that was hype, but I forgot that there was like a confirmed season 6 for like several of those episodes, so especially like coming up to the end, I was like, they wouldn't just, that's not how they'd leave, what? And then I, you know, remembered / was reminded that there is a season 6, and I was like, phew, just, phew. There's future. It's okay. It's okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Also, you know how, like, at the front of the DJ bit, there's that like, very decorative... Is it accurate to call it Art Deco? Whatever it is. I know there's a couple of kind of things that are maybe the similar style. I think they're from Get Famous and the wall sculptures. I think I end up using a combination of them, that fireplace, and maybe a lattice at the very end eventually to do that, but oh boy, just oh boy. I am having fun with the platforms, and you'll see in the penthouse video that I did have, like, obviously we have the sectional sofas from the home decorator pack. I did consider using them down in Lux because I've used them up in the penthouse, but I didn't feel like they looked right because it's very curved, like, yes, a sort of segment, longer sofas, they're very curved, and I'm sure maybe with tulle or something, maybe you could manipulate them to be curved enough, but I was like, that doesn't give me the same vibe. So these sofas to me give more of the vibe that I was going for. We do use some of the sectional sofas in the, like, back seating bit when I eventually get there. But don't mind me being all like, yes, I will make this ceiling thing. Don't worry, I edit out a good chunk of doing the light bulbs bit because, yes, this is monotonous and I'm fighting with the roof and I'm like, please stop. Please stop. But yeah, I almost forgot about this and then I was like, wait a minute. We have a nice exposed light bulb light. How could I not? How could I not? And then this was also a headache doing something I moved a little later after this, moved some of the lights, so I had to go back and fix them again. I was like, this is fine. This is fine. But yeah, most things you see now change at least a little bit in terms of all the seating area and some of the wall placement. And like I said, that bar is going to go bye-bye. That bar is going to become that dancing platform, which I even am so kind to attach a ladder to, so if your Sims do want to go up there and try to dance, they can, you know? They are absolutely more than welcome to. The usual information-y kind of things. Yep, this is on the gallery. My ID is Shrimpchu. If you like it, go for it. Oh, I forgot I did that. I experimented. Like, there are some extra seating areas I put in, because like I said, this Lux is definitely a little bit bigger than Lux actually is. And, you know, that dance floor at the back and stuff. I was just like, make it work. But I experiment with some platform seating areas around, which, I mean, based on, I don't know if it's actually from the set or just from the pilot, but there's definitely some raised seating areas around. And eventually I get them to kind of work and remove the ones that don't. Don't worry. And I also had to, you know, brainwave. / I saw other people spelling things out with lights and went, I could probably make that work in those curtains for Lux. And I mean, it's a little bit clippy, but the spirit is there. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to go back to my plan A and use that one neon sign and pretend it's the Simlish for Lux. Also, thank you, Twisted Mexi, for letting us have lighting changing in build mode. Oh, that's right. I tried to change all the lights and I tried. Listen, no matter what, the one thing you can definitely say about this is I put in the effort. However it may or may not turn out, there was effort. and devotion, and I cared. I cared. It was fun though. Oh yes. I started off, because you know how you can only have one lift on a lot, which I think is really silly in the apartments, but okay, in the penthouse, but it is what it is. So there's a fire escape that connects the Lux and penthouse levels. It's currently on that side, but in the final one I put it back on the other side to line up with like where the lift actually is in Lux and where the lift would be in the penthouse. There is a way to sort of cheat the game into letting you place 2 elevators, and as far as I remember, you can play functionally with them, but the game doesn't really like it. Like, you need to remove one of them if you want to save or anything. Like, ooh. But there are ways. It's The Sims. There are ways. I went the longest while not noticing about the, like, little concrete wall bit at the back. I think it was one of the episodes actually that had some really good emptier shots of Lux that really helped me out with this bit. Like, it really, really helped me out, because it was just a struggle. You should have seen me. I'm just pausing every episode that had any kind of decent shot of Lux, and then that one episode where it was a bit empty, and I was like, I can actually see things. It's not just a sea of people. I love this. So that was big, big help. Fun episode too. Fun episode. It's all coming together. And I'm quite happy with it. I've taken some of my in-game Sims here already, as you'll see in the screenshots, and it's quite functional. Don't mind the outside. That's as much of a sneak peek as you're getting of the nice little penthouse. The penthouse video should be up later today if you would like to check back later for that. It is, like, I'm happy with Lux, but I'm, like, absolutely ecstatic with how the penthouse came out. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out my channel, I have other sim builds. Like I said, I've done Supernatural, I've done other games, TV, I have more on my to-do list. I also do non-Sims content, like I mentioned Resident Evil. I like spooks, I like variety, I like Sims. I hope you have a Simtastic day, and goodbye! Also, I stream 3 days a week on Twitch. At the moment, it's a lot of Dragon Age and occasional Dead by Daylight and other things. Self-promo away!